This is your warning. This video contains content that might not be appropriate for all audiences.
You guys know what this means? Tipsy topside Tarka tours. And I'm gonna try not to mumble this time because I got a lot of comments. A lot of hurtful comments.
Yeah, let's take a chance, showing on the boats.
Oh hey, welcome aboard. Let's do a Tipsy Tarka topside tour. Sugar scoop, pirate boarding platform. Our kick-up rudder you see here, lots of mechanisms that do things I don't quite understand yet, but my understanding is this thing kicks up. Spare emergency tiller slots in here from the other side if we were to lose our pendant steering, which we'll get to in the front of this. Swim ladder, boarding ladder, dope-ass davit system, like a Mad Max sort of platform. We can lift our whole dinghy out of the water very easily. A lot of solar. What else we got here? Shower, kinda. Low pressure right now, trickle. But you can like trickle yourself and get wet.
So explain why the rudder and the skeg are so cool.
Our rudder system is so cool because I can lift this thing up and then we draw, well, no feet in the back, but with the keel, like 2.5 or 3 feet. So we can pick up our rudder by pulling out this handy dandy pain in the ass pin. Stand on this thing. Come down, stand up. This bad boy floats. Woo! And then pin that was removed gets reinstalled to different heights of
necessity.
I don't want to do the whole thing, but you get.
That's cool.
Yeah, you get the concept. It's pretty dope. I know what you guys are saying. You're like, oh shit, in like heavy weather, won't this pin just break? Yes. And so this is our coastal cruising pin, and we have an aluminum pin for offshore where we know we're not going to hit anything. But the idea is this: if we hit something in shallow waters, this will break before everything else.
Green will find out.
This is mine.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
This is my tour. They're all mine, B. So looking back here, this is the winch that pulls up the skeg that's under the seat here. Excellent hatches for ventilation if you were to be aboard the boat. Nice breeze coming through. That's great. These giant 6 inches holes are the ventilation for the engine, and if we were to have a inboard heating system, which we do not right now, they would all vent out right there. Nice, tight, clean, beautiful. Safety features, always good to have. Ours has our name on it, which I think is pretty dank. And that's everything back here. You can kind of see this giant platform, which we're gonna get to in a second. So much goddamn shade. We're gonna pick the boat out because of reversion towards the sun. Okay, that was a sugar scoop. Moving into the cockpit, which is an interesting configuration because it's kind of like a center cockpit, but kind of like an aft cockpit, but kind of like an on top cockpit, because there's really no back to it. So if it were to get pooped with the wave, it would drain out everywhere. And there's like a working section of the cockpit, and then there is a hangout, chilling section of the cockpit. Yes. And if you were to be steering back here, you'll see all these electronics, some which are functioning, some which are not. But it's a cool little station where you can see every point of the boat from the main steering area, even with the giant ass Dodger and Bimini, which are kind of ugly, but they serve a purpose and they're working good so far. Okay, from the main steering station, you're still noting this awesome giant hard Bimini that has water catchment in place, so the whole edge of it has about a 3/4 inch lip that when it rains it just dumps water out the sides. We don't have a water maker because we have this thing now. Dyneema, not running backstays, but adjustable backstays. I know it's furry, we're gonna replace that, it's a red flag. But we can adjust back here and tension the backstay back when we're beating towards the wind. Everything's here. Walkie-talkie that actually works. We can do a radio check. Should we call him?
Yeah, do it.
Radio check, radio check, radio check. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah.
Loud and clear, Academy.
Thank you. Put that in today. Fucking works. Pretty sweet.
What's above you?
What? This? It's a window. There's no masthead anemometer thing or wind pointing direction deal, so I don't really know why you go. So I guess you can see the telltales on the main. Bring it like this feature, our throttle and gear shifting lever is down by your feet. So this is how you do it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Forward, back. We got a locker here that you can hide people in.
You show them the locker.
I know, it's like lifting weights. You can CrossFit the locker. Look at that thing.
How deep does that go?
Oh, that goes to the bottom. That's the size of their boat. Emergency bilge pump next to the steering station. All the books say you should do that. Because what if your boat gets swamped, you're taking on water, you still got to handle the situation. Storm action, pump, pump, pump. You're out here doing it. Brandon's watching TV, mostly Outlander down there. Over here, propane locker. Keep all of our explosive things out here. We have another storage area for gasoline and diesel, so we don't have any jerry cans on deck, which I think is a great feature. It's under Brenna's feet. We're going to talk about that. She'll do some B-roll with that. From my point of view, see Brenna, great. I see we got speed log, we got depth, we got wind pointing direction thing, we got autopilot, we got steering wheel lock, I got the Ray Marine GPS system that is not working now that will be working in this Pelican box. This is definitely a Rio fix. Like, you couldn't order the part that you wanted down here, and so you made this Pelican box do. I like it. I think it's a nice addition. VHF now working because of me. Thank God for me. That's most of the. Oh yeah, it's a cool aft roller system. So if you want to like send out a droge, like in heavy weather, I'll never use it, but it's really cool if I were to use it. Okay, we got 4 100-watt solar panels, and then we got a Air X wind gen up there, which sounds like hell when it's going. We turned it off for the video, which should be sufficient to run all our batteries. Batteries toasted. I don't really know, but they seem to do chargy bit things they're supposed to do.
Tell them what you hate about the cockpit.
No.
That I love.
Well, it's not here because it's my video and we took them out. This whole fucking thing turns into like some sort of Parisian lounge. Like we should have hookahs out here with all these goddamn cushions everywhere, which I've been stepping on and it's been driving me nuts. So for my cockpit tour, I took them all out. But when Brina does her tour, the whole goddamn boat's gonna be throw pillows. Traveler in the middle, I think it's nice. A lot of boats will have it further forward by the companionway. I don't like that. You get stuck on it coming out of the companionway. This is like like we said, the working station area. So like the business end can be all back here, and then that's the lounging end. Should I go up top?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go up top.
Can we both get up there?
Yeah, go to the deck, sure.
Sure, I mean, maybe.
I didn't design it. Forgot my drink, this sucks. This is the view from the top of the world, on top of our hard bimini. Also water catcher, if you remember we talked about a second ago. People keep saying it's a yoga platform, we're not gonna do that bullshit, but one could do yoga up here, I suppose. Oh, bright orange. Our boat is painted safety orange everywhere. We have this giant dot on top. If we were to be in trouble, helicopter could see the dot, and it may make us a little more susceptible to being saved. Or we just look like assholes with giant orange shit on top of our boat. Moving forward, while Brina is steering underway, this is the hanging out cockpit I was discussing prior. We have ample seating. You could fit at least a hockey team in here. Lots of really nice big aluminum self-telling winches, recently greased. Look at that, that's nice. Under here is where we keep our diesel cans, our generator, fuel, things that blow the boat up, things we don't want to clutter the deck with, all go down to the hole. Other things, at the boat setup where all of the mast work is done back here through a bunch of clutches and winches here, so none of the shit has, you don't have to go forward. You can do it all here, nice, easy. The boat is overbuilt on every standard imaginable, so like our blocks are huge, winches are huge, cleats are welded in and enormous. Like you'd pull the dock off before you pull the cleat off because it's 3 inches of welded aluminum. I think good. Oh, these cool little baskets too. Brina likes these. You put all your shit in there, keep the clutter out of the cockpit. You don't need to tangle up. You don't need like 2 dogs in heat. This is just nice and tight. Everything is where it needs to be. Dodger, the previous owners were very, very tall. Just huge, giant people. So everything is tall, obviously. It can come down a little bit, but it's nice. So like I can stand up, actually on the back seat, and still have my head up there. But look at this cool shit, huh? Look at this, it's nice. I mean, it looks goofy, but serves a purpose. This is for only when we're in Anchorage. We take this shit down. Brina bought this Lucy Light, it was expensive. I'm still upset about it. Go forward. Hey, going forward. Being aluminum, no no soft decks. What do you glassers think about that? Our pilot house from the outside looks much better than from the inside because this is all crazed and shitty and needs to be redone. But when it's done, it is going to be sick. Everything's welded in, which is one of the features on our aluminum boat. So our stanchions and stuff, they don't leak because there's no through bolts. So it's just heavy duty and nice. Like you could lean on that if you, I don't want it to, but you could lean on that if you wanted to. Pretty Spartan rig. Everything is very simple. We got this boom brake, which is in addition to the Spartan bit, but nice so I don't die when Brina doesn't die when I jibe, I should say. I'm gonna get caught on that one. Woohoo! Everything runs back to the cockpit. Nice, nice. 3 reefs in the main. Sloop rig. We have a removable forestay that you can put a storm jib on that runs on its own little track system. I haven't played with it much yet, but it looks like a 4-reaching system. Like everything is drawn in very tight. So that's good. Aluminum deck step mast. Higher quality than we're used to. Very nice, heavy gear. A lot of self-tailing shit. Lazy jacks, Brina's not a fan. She wants to cut them off immediately, but the boat's so goddamn big that it's very nice to have a helping hand taking down all the gear. So we're gonna play with those a little bit. The jungle did destroy most of the lines. So running rigging is a lot of replaceables in our near future, but that's on the higher priority list. Monster spinnaker pull for the monster Genoa we have. You'll see a video where I probably break my arm with this pull. There's a good chance in the near future I'll hurt myself. One of the nice features.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm the creative bee. One of the nice features on our boat. It's fucking raining in the jungle. God damn it. One of the nice features on our boat is we have a lot of ventilation. So a lot of these nice Lumar hatches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total. In different compartments in the boat. These flip up with the galley and the living, I think we call it the fun station in the last video or something along those lines. That keeps it nice and ventilated. This one is nice, it's above the, just rude. Anyway, this hatch is above the nav station, which was leaked previously and now is repaired and beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut to the repair now. You guys see the new one.
Boom. Door ads, man, that is salty as shit, right? That is nice. So like air can go in them, water can't, keeps things ventilated. You're not at the boat, maybe you're underway in a passage. It's getting, no one's actually underway in a passage, but if you were underway in a passage, it's blue water, green water, colors of water coming over the fucking bow. No water's getting in those. That's keeping the boat aerated, nice, crew's happy. You gotta feed them though. Make sure you feed the crew. Yeah, door go offshore. We will go offshore. I don't know what this is.
What?
I said I have no idea what this is for though. Someone put a lot of time into it. There's a couple sheet block things. Fuck if I know. Looking up, we didn't discuss our rig. Our rig is very heavy duty, double spreader, lots of stays, especially for a sloop rig. The chain plates are welded in, feel like a 3/4 inch aluminum. I know there's gonna be a lot of chatter about like, oh, look good, like combat corrosion. That look good, heavy, solid. Tighten this shit up, good to go. Forward of me is our anchoring station. My anchoring station. That's one of my jobs on the board. One of many. Couple. That's us. It's nice and deep. It's a deep well, so if you're like in like poop by waves, you feel safe. Even though it's a false security, you feel like you're tight to the boat, at least you're like in a hole. We have a manual Samson Lawrence, what the fuck is that thing?
Windlass?
I know it's a windlass. It's a C something.
Oh, it's really starting to rain.
555. Good windlass. Lots of contact.
Here we go.
And it's good roll for a good gear. Let's go inside. We'll finish the tour video in a more of a coffee variety, I suppose, which will be less fun, but I'll probably be more informative if that's your if you're watching us, it's not for information, I assume, but you should definitely change channels with some information. But we'll do it in the AM with more coffee, and I will point out some more features of the boat that we like, and I hope you like too. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
We're doing it?
Yeah.
Whew. Okay.
What's your road?
What's our, I actually have no idea what our chain is, to tell you the truth. We have our previous rock nut from our smaller boat, so right now we have like a little lunch hook of an anchor. and then we have 3/8 chain that's marked in increments. I don't know what the increments are. So right now I put 3 sets out, which is numbers. We're gonna check that when we get the yard. We're gonna dump it all out, so we will measure it. It's just temporarily the way it is. Nice roll, Harkin roller. Is it Harkin? Pro furler.
Pro furler.
Pro furler, roller furler. Very nice, easy to clean, easy to maintain. Everything's out in the open. Just sprayed down with water. No lubrication needed. This is our inner forestay, removable inner forestay for our storm jib. That swings back and forth in that little track I was talking about previously last night. That's probably about enough for that. Fuck me, it's hot. Can we call it? Is it good? I don't really want to do a call out this time though. Yeah, I'm not really interested in hearing from these folks about my mumbling. If you guys enjoy these tours and would like them to continue, shoot a little comment down on what you want me to tour next, whether it be my workshop more in depth, someone else's boat, the dinghy. I mean, it's up to you, whatever you guys want. I'm just here. Okay, bye guys.